Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 21st of January, 2019. So, the moon is in the fourth quarter in Sagittarius, giving it a more of an adventurous and spontaneous flair. Do check out the new moon in Aquarius video. I will be putting it up probably alongside this one, and I'm going to have it timestamps for all the signs. We pull a card for the first new moon of the year, the beginning of the lunar new year, and the beginning of the year of the steel rat in Chinese astrology, in the Chinese New Year. So that's going on, and apparently today is when the Celtic month of the Rowan tree begins. At least that's what it says in my little daily witch's planner by Llewellyn over here. So let's see, we're going to use the Hobbit Tarot, because I want to bring something, you know, a little bit more down to earth, because the past two readings were so weird and esoteric and huge and Age of Aquarius-y that I kind of feel like I need to take it back to something that's a little bit more structured. So let's see here how today plays out. I have a couple little announcements at the end, so stick around there for some fun and interesting announcements. Also, guys, if you haven't, do check out your monthlies as well as your yearlies for January 2020 and the year ahead. They're up and there for each of the signs, and they're super in-depth, so check that out and make sure you're subscribed. All right. Energy for today. Ooh, what's popping out first? Interesting. And I'm a little bit cold, as you can tell. It got like suddenly super cold in Florida. I was like on the beach a day ago, and here I am wearing a scarf, so it's that kind of time of year. Ooh, I like this. I'll take you. Okay, so let's see what we get here. They kind of all flew right out, and we'll see what we get with clarification. I think I'll use the Tarot Muka deck given to me by my friend Riley. So again, shout out to Riley. Thank you. We'll use that to clarify, but let's see. Today we're betwixt some change, and I feel like we've been here for a little bit. Maybe since like last week. It feels like, you know, we're in the middle of some things developing, some things kind of petering out while we bring other things back into alignment, while we really start to focus on what's important. Because Two of Pentacles and Judgment at the very center of your reading. Let me switch their places. I always forget that it mirrors it opposite to how I see it down here. So, Two of Coins here and Judgment. When I get Two of Coins, things are in the midst of change. You're probably juggling a little bit, but you're in the midst of making a huge shift here in your life. And for a lot of you, I have to say, it feels like moving or moving on. So for some of you, it could actually be physically moving. It could actually be moving on from one situation to another. But when I get Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands in succession, that's a pretty big deal. And that shows a lot of movement, a lot of quick movement. Swords are fast as well as Wands are the two fastest elements of, you know, the tarot. So communication as well as mentally shifting. But in a deeper sense, it just feels like we're moving on towards our goals. Coming back into, well, not so much back into like a place from before of alignment, but something that we're now shifting our mindset towards, especially if you weren't able to make a decision lately, you know, which way to go, what to do next. It's kind of that awkward place where you're not really dead set on one thing or the other, but kind of waiting for things to present themselves as take this direction, take that direction. Yeah. And I say that because the very first card out there was the Hangman reversed. And right underneath it, for a clarifier, we get the Four of Pentacles. We were kind of waiting for things to solidify. As you can see, well, usually the Hangman reverse shows a guy with his legs in the shape of a four. And I know that we don't see that here. We see Gollum looking out, very still. I'm going to hold him upright. Very gaunt, unwell, because he doesn't have his precious, he doesn't have his ring, but he's looking for it. He's thinking about it always. It's been on his mind. How do I get there? What do I do? What did I miss that now it's gone? where did this all go wrong? Trying to figure out a way forward, trying to divine a path to get back to his ring, get back to the precious. But the Four of Pentacles upright beneath this Hangman reverse signifies, yeah, again, we've been waiting on this platform, waiting stably where we are. You know, I'm not going to give this pentacle away. I'm not going to say I'm going to do this. I'm not going fully into commitment here. I'm not committing to this job, this relationship, this situation, this way of thinking, way of going about things moving forward until I'm sure, until the other shoe drops. Ooh, we're getting a lot of like statements today. Getting quippy with it. All right, Six of Swords, Eight of Wands. I just want to get a couple little clarifiers here and there, but overall, I just feel like Aquarius season, and I don't know if you guys have felt it, really brought in this whoosh of air, things moving on, moving forward, really shifting. And I'm reading this, so I usually do my dailies the day before, just so I can get everything set in case anything goes wrong or anything comes up. I'm doing this on the first day, and as you probably saw if you keep up with my dailies, that first day of Aquarius hit like a ton of bricks. That was a lot of weird, esoteric, strange things. And as I say that, underneath the Two of Coins, we get again the Two of Coins. This happens a lot on my channel, and if you guys have stuck with me a while, you'll know that no matter what, sometimes the cards are the same even though the decks are different. And when that happens, there's a mirroring in our inner and outer realities, shifting inside, hemming and hawing within our emotions, within the material state of where do we go, you know, juggling some type of situation, feelings, or again, two options. And that shows up right below that. So again, if you dabble with the tarot, the metaphysical, have a nice slab of psychic, which I find a lot of you guys do who join me here, you'll notice a lot of shifting internally, and that shift bringing a lot of things into change, like harmoniously changing. I don't feel like it's negative. What do you know? The Hangman upright. There's a lot of mirroring in this reading, and I think that Aquarius season is set up for a lot of mirroring in our inner and outer realities to help us gain a greater perspective, a bigger picture on where we need to head and what we really need to get there. So Judgment, let's see. Yeah, it's about some decisions, something that we really haven't been able to make, you know, heads or tails with, one way or the other. Could be career, could be moving, could be a lot of things, honestly. I'm not getting a specific one way or the other. For a lot of you, it feels like, where do I want to go with my life? What path do I want to take? Where do I want to live? For some of you, it could be between two people, but I don't get a lot of romantic energy here. Let's clarify this one last time. And of course, card of Aquarius pops out here, the Star. Things are coming into alignment and enlightenment. You're kind of, again, like I said, there's like a bigger perspective. It's kind of like whoosh, like if you were Superman and you were to just go fly above the earth and see everything in a greater perspective, see the little things, see the bigger picture, the bigger map of how everything is going to be playing out here. I think that we have a lot more patience, and we can see that things are coming into fruition a lot faster than we've seen before, that we've kind of been expecting. It's like things are suddenly bam, 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 here we go. It's beginning. And I think this Lunar New Year, you know, which is beginning this week on the 24th, has a lot to do, has a big hand in that, really. But again, with the Star underneath that Judgment, Six of Coins, things are, again, yeah, they're coming to where they need to be. And whenever a six shows up in a reading for me, it shows that you're on the right path, especially in terms of the material. Whatever you're putting in, don't worry about it. You're going to get it back. I don't know why I'm holding the cards so awkwardly. This is much better. But Judgment, Six of Coins, if you ask for help, you will receive, and then you will get back what you put into this situation if you're asking that as well. There are gifts, offers, abundance, material things that are coming into balance in a great way, especially, again, if that's what the question here is. And if you've noticed, which I'm just noticing now, because well, there are two sixes here, so things are coming forth and, you know, moving forward in a way that they're meant to. Trust that today. Trust that if you need to leave something behind and you need to start moving towards something else, even if you feel you haven't been able to make this decision, it will, again, the other shoe will drop today, it feels like. And if this isn't really a today thing, and it doesn't feel like anything with Aquarius season can really be pinned down, just like kind of Pisces season as well, it will happen. I feel like, if not right now, by the end of, you know, this lunar energy that peters out with that new moon in Aquarius on the 24th. So let's pull a oracle, and then we'll be all set. Let's do a journey to the goddess realm, because I really am enjoying this deck, the messages, and I'm really hoping right now that Miss Kitty isn't about to jump up here, but she just might. She was sitting behind the camera here by the window for quite a while earlier. All right, Ampharite, willpower. All right, so number 3. Where are you? I always feel like I can't say this chick's name right. Ampharite, willpower. Greek sea goddess Ampharite is queen of the sea. She lived happily with her sea nymph sisters until Poseidon, overwhelmed by her lure, desired to possess her. She refused him and fled to Atlas. Eventually, one of Poseidon's servants convinced Ampharite to marry him. She personifies the power of the sea, expressing her willpower through waves and storms. She can also be the gentle ebb and flow of the tide against the sand. Ampharite teaches you to channel your energy and direct it toward your objectives. Some projects will demand sheer will and determination. Others require calm focus. So, I think that's a really great sum up for the day. Hold on. I'm sorry. If you hear a little puppy whining, he's just right next to me. He's getting frustrated because he can't walk through the door. But I'll get him in a second. So, some messages here. I am doing yearly overview reads for $30, and they last around 30 minutes. So if you want to book a year ahead reading and have that sent to you so you can watch it all throughout the year, all that info on booking any type of reading, including that, is right below this video in the description box. I am only offering the year ahead readings until February 15th, so take advantage of that. If you want to check out your monthlies as well as your yearly reads, those are all up for all the signs. Definitely check them out. Big news here, just going to throw this out here. If you guys haven't heard of, oh my gosh, what is his name? Super Dave and the, oh my God, what is it called? It'll come to me. I'm so frustrated now that I'm forgetting it. Oh my God, he does all this, like, I think it's called the Landscape Mafia. And if you haven't, go on YouTube right now and look up Super Dave. The Landscape, I think it's the Landscape Mafia. I'm sure if you look up any of those things, it will come right up. But there are some amazing and landscape themed rap music videos, and they are just, we need to make this viral. So you need to see, even Tiska's starting to whine about it, but we need to make this viral, guys. So please go out there, watch that video and share it. This guy deserves to be viral. Like, I'm amazed that this isn't, because it's just the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Also, do check out I don't have the CD here right now. I don't have the CD right here right now, but my friends, oh, here it is. My friend's band that we just saw, Joe's Truck Stop, amazing bluegrass band. Check them out as well. They're the ones who told us about Super Dave. They met him and had a really amazing, incredible story about it. So, Super Dave, if you're out there, good luck. I hope you go viral, man. Anyways, remember to subscribe, remember to share, and have a wonderful and blessed day, guys. Namaste.